Hello everyone. In today's video I will review the best Thule Courier Kids Bike Trailer review. Number 1. Thule Courier Kids Bike Trailer. In the event that you are thinking about one of the most amazing bicycle trailers for youngsters, something like this Thule Messenger Possible first rings a bell. We as of late covered the Wahoo Super Bicycle Trailer and there's a great deal to cherish about it, but on the other hand it's to some degree not quite the same as the customary. With this item from Thule, we are taking things back to a more conventional outline, yet there are likewise a few slick stunts in the interest of personal entertainment. There are a ton of things you must purchase for youngsters as they create. Bicycle trailers are a costly buy and regularly the usable age range isn't simply large. At the point when we set up our rundown of the best bicycle trailers, we incorporated this one since we preferred the idea of involving it for soining beyond pulling small children. Now that we've invested more energy with it, we are prepared to talk about the subtleties. Assuming you are interested to realize how well the idea means true use, continue to peruse to see our contemplations. Design and aesthetics. The Thule Dispatch is accessible in any variety you need, for however long it's blue. Thule really alludes to it as Aegean blue, and maybe, more significantly, it's one of the differentiators in the model setup. Thule makes many bicycle trailers and the Dispatch sits right about in the middle. There are choices evaluated at almost a portion of the cost as well as near twofold the cost. Adroitly, the Thule Dispatch likewise sits in the focal point of the arrangement as the most all-around choice. The fundamental shape is that of a little case that is more like a carriage than a bicycle trailer. The huge front wheels sit right at the front edge. Lower down the model setup are choices with less flexibility, and the front wheels aren't a piece of the essential design. The plan of the Messenger changes course and makes them a more basic part. There's a strong connection point on the two sides, and when now is the ideal time to change over from carriage to trailer, the wheels drop off and reattach topsy-turvy. The remainder of the construction is a blend of the generally referenced blue cordura, a lower dark cordura segment, and clear plastic sides. Similarly as with the variety choices, you can have any size you'd like for however long. It's a two-kid plan, generally 74 centimeters wide. The sides utilize the Aegean blue as well as enormous plastic windows that aren't removable. The entire community area contrasts in that it's no doubt removable. At the point when the weather conditions calls for it, there's a reasonable plastic front window, or the choice of moving it up and utilizing just a cross-section window. Under the removable focus cover you'll find top-notch aluminum outline rails. While frequently the edge rails in bicycle trailers are not of specific note, there's an assumption that these will in some cases be in plain view. There's been stylish consideration taken with them. Look between the two rails and you'll see a field of dark texture including the two seats. The seats have non-removable 5-point outfit frameworks on a lounger-style seat and a non-flexible backrest. Flexibility for the saddle frameworks lies on the lashes instead of with where the ties connect, and there's a maximum load of 49 pounds per seat. In the event that you continue to look underneath the seat, the floor is delicate with no supporting design. At the point when now is the ideal time to add structure, you will need to crease down the rear of the seat and unfurl the floor structure that stores in the freight region behind the seat. Under the removable focus cover, you'll find top-notch aluminum outline rails. While frequently the edge rails in bicycle trailers are not of specific note, there's an assumption that these will in some cases be in plain view. There's been stylish consideration taken with them. Look between the two rails and you'll see a field of dark texture including the two seats. The seats have non-removable 5-point outfit frameworks on a lounger-style seat and a non-flexible backrest. Flexibility for the saddle frameworks lies on the lashes instead of with where the ties connect, and there's a maximum load of 49 pounds per seat. In the event that you continue to look underneath the seat, the floor is delicate with no supporting design. At the point when now is the ideal time to add structure, you will need to crease down the rear of the seat and unfurl the floor structure that stores in the freight region behind the seat. Performance. I recall plainly when my child was the right age for a bicycle trailer and what the shopping venture was like. I took a gander at the costs and thought essentially we'd have the option to swear off a different carriage. The absolute first thing I need to make sense of about the Thule Messenger, and somewhat all bicycle trailers, is that involving them as an essential buggy isn't practical. The Thule Messenger is a major item. It weighs 15.8 kilograms divided by 35 pounds, and collapsing it isn't too like a regular buggy. The principal thing you need to do is lean it forward onto the front, then open the back. There are a couple of delivery systems that you need to pull while at the same time pushing down against the front of the trailer. When you get the hang of the method, it's not excessively troublesome. However, it's a long ways from what you can anticipate out of the best buggies. Additionally, when you really do get it collapsed down, it doesn't get especially little. It straightens out, yet there are as yet 4 enormous wheels to manage. However long you comprehend the impediments, the Thule is certainly not a more regrettable decision than others in such manner. There are lighter bicycle trailers, however even the best won't match an ordinary buggy, yet the Thule takes care of business competently on the off chance that you just need a carriage for infrequent use. It's this specialty where the Thule Dispatch really sparkles. The wheels are a delight to utilize. Whether behind a bicycle or before an individual, they feel smooth and simple to roll. The way that the front wheels stay appended to the trailer consistently implies that it functions admirably to take your bicycle someplace. Then, at that point, secure it and push the messenger from that point. At the point when you are pushing the messenger, it's likewise simple to change the handle level with 5 choices accessible. At the point when now is the ideal time to connect the bicycle to the Thule messenger, there's a speedy delivery included and a through pivot accessible as a frill. Hanging from the pivot is an attachment that is smaller toward one side. The arm that returns to the trailer closes with an elastic ball that squeezes into the attachment at the last detail and can't get out of the more tight end. There's a pin that locks the free side and an elastic piece that joins over the pin, keeping it secure. Both the bicycle side and the trailer side have an optional latch to guarantee it's outside the realm of possibilities for anything to come free. The entire association has a lot of vibration segregation, and your bicycle is allowed to turn sufficient that it can set down without tipping the trailer. Past regular use, the genuine commitment of the Thule Dispatch lies in a single explicit planned decision: a hard floor, which hits behind the seats. The seats overlap down in the wake of squeezing 2 delivery fastens that consider the expulsion of the back help bar, and when that is free, the seat sits at the base without occupying a lot of space. The floor can now overlay across the base, and there are cuts as an afterthought that hold it down. With that transformation done, you've currently got an entirely competent freight trailer. Eliminate the middle cover and you could convey cumbersome things or leave it set up and basic foods stay safeguarded from climate and wind. The other commitment of the Thule Messenger is the embellishments that are accessible. At the point when kids are exceptionally youthful, bicycle trailers aren't usable as they miss the mark on neck muscles to keep themselves stable. Thule has accomplices to oblige the 2 newborn children from 1 minus 10 months and infants from 6 years and a half. At the point when your kids are well beyond the age when a bicycle trailer checks out, you can add the canine trailer unit to bring a 4-legged companion. Verdict: the center scope of children's bicycle trailers is a region with a ton of element crossover. At this cost, in the event that you are just searching for execution as a bicycle trailer, the opposition is so close pursuing a buy choice is troublesome. Taking a gander at the drawbacks, the Thule Dispatch isn't the lightest choice, and there's no single kid rendition that anyone could hope to find. Getting to the brake is a little precarious, and the manner in which the self-clasping pin for the Bicycle Association works is fairly more troublesome than the manner in which Burley or Hammocks handle it. However, those subtleties are really not a major piece of the personality of the Thule Dispatch. To figure out the person and why you should pick this trailer, you need to check out the adaptability of purpose. Here and there, that is a conversation of accessible frill, yet even with next to no, the Dispatch has more adaptability than contenders. Utilizing a plan that keeps the floor and the front wheels accessible for utilize constantly is the genuine differentiator. While none of the bicycle trailer choices make an extraordinary ordinary carriage, the Thule is more than fit as a running buggy. It's likewise ideally suited for riding to an occasion and stopping the parent bicycle, and in the event that you need something as skilled with freight for all intents and purposes